Good afternoon, traders. This is Sasha with another short video about Tesla stock. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. We saw a $50 drop today from $654 all the way down to $5.99. I'm going to go quickly and explain what I see and how we can buy into this market if the market shows us its hand, that it's continuing on in bullish direction. We know the market is in bullish mood. Okay, we are looking at the $499, $500 location in the history because we have nothing else to rely on. So a possibility exists that from the sell-off at 654 the market could come down here after this breakout at $500 to retest this $499 to give us a second entry to go along and maybe even higher than $654. With we have to be aware of $600 area, 563, and then 654 the area as the stock is rising. I'm going to switch to 4-hour chart. So this is how the daily chart looks like. At the moment we have a huge engulfing bar that took the market back down. I wouldn't be worried that much about this. I don't think this is a sell-off or a huge sell-off here. We have a huge stop here of the market, and we had a sideways move here for almost a week. So this could be a very strong area. If not $600, then 563, and I'll show you why when we switch to 4-hour chart. As we were in our bullish move here, okay, we came to this $563 area. Market came up, came down, retested it, went sideways for a couple of days. Okay, then we had this beautiful signal to get long again. So this 563 area got retested. Once again, buyers got into the market and took the market above $600 all the way up to $654. Now that market fell all the way to $600, two things can happen here. This either will stay a good support area where market could bounce from, so $600 bounce, give us a signal tomorrow like this, okay, to go along. Or if you can see this huge candle that came down here and this little one closed below the $600 area, this little one is inside that big one, so that's called an inside candle, which means that move is very neutral, meaning it can go both ways. Tomorrow, what can happen once the market's open? We can have something like this, okay? We can have a move as an engulfing candle, engulfing that little bar, okay? Engulfing this little bar here, and then continuation of the move. Second thing that can happen, if we don't get something like that, if the sellers taking even more profits, just to put some profits in their pockets, we can see the market come down all the way to $563, and we can take a look what's going to happen at that point of time. Are we going to get some kind of a signal for continuation? We can see that the market stalled here once, twice, 3 times, and then it moved on. Okay, so what I'm expecting to do, if this doesn't happen tomorrow, so we're going to wait for the signal. We never get into trades, or we are never buying into markets without a signal. So at the moment, looking at this 4-hour chart, the market is coming down, so we are not going against the trend. We are waiting for the trend to change into our favor. So we are waiting for the bulls to take over or give us a clue when they're entering the market. Okay, so either it's going to happen at this area, $600. If we don't get this engulfing candle or any other signal, then market could come down here, $563, retest this area, and then continue on from there. So these are two possibilities. Market can do like this, so it can give us a signal here to go along with an engulfing candle, or it can go sideways for a couple of days like this, testing this. Most likely, as I can see it here, will come down to $563, retest this area, and then if this area proves to be strong enough to hold the price and enough bulls come into play, market will take off. Okay, we only read what the charts are giving us. Possibility exists that if 563 doesn't hold, we're going to come back down here to $499, $500, have a good retest of this area to see if the stock is actually valid to continue on, and if we get a signal from there. So I'm looking at three different areas at $600. 563, the most probably the one that's going to hold. And then lastly, if the market is not strong enough to hold above $500, it will come back to retest this $500 area. Now you know where to look for re-entries. If you're looking for re-entry, again, this is not a suggestion for anybody to do. This is how I look at the markets, and this is how I read Tesla stock. So we are looking either $600 area. If it doesn't hold, it already closed below it, so most probably it won't hold at that point of time. It might come down, and most probably it's going to come down to $563 to retest, and we have a very strong bull moves from there. So we know that a lot of buyers are situated at this area, right? So most probably that's the scenario that's going to happen. So it's going to come down to 563, and then it's going to be a good, if we get a good signal to buy in, it's going to be a good time to buy in from there. That's $100 saved on a trade instead of buying it on top, because we never buy on top. We wait for retracements. So we have a move, we retrace, we buy, and then we go. Okay, our first target, our second target, whatever and however you're looking for. So if it does bounce off of this $563, our first target is going to be $600, second target is going to be a $654, and then third target, if it breaks out, we're going to wait for the pullback to this area, $654, before continuation into another bull move. That's how I see it. I hope it's clear as mud, but I tried to explain it as much as I can the way I see the whole thing. I only interpret what the candles are saying and what the market is showing me. So at the moment, we are in a little of a retracement, and retracement means supply and demand. People are taking profits, or companies that are investing and taking the profits at this point of time. So we are just waiting to see what level is going to be the strongest to hold on to. This one doesn't seem to be the strongest. I can see it more at this 563 area, but you never know. Anything's possible. So all I'm going to do is to wait for the signal to develop at any of these areas. This is all we have now for to go on. Because there is no past for us to look at. This is a fairly new market or stock, so we have no past to fall onto and to read where the market is going to go. So this is our past. This is all we can see right now. So all I can see is these levels here. So $600, 563, and 500. So those three levels are the ones that we are looking for the market to bounce off of and then continue on. So you can either do this, or you can do this, okay, or you can do this. So those three options are possibilities. All we are waiting for signal to develop at these areas before continuing on. Once again, I want to thank you for watching my videos. I hope you learned something from it. I know I do. Every time I look at the charts, I always see these beautiful patterns that are developing in front of me, and so I'm learning with you. And I've been learning for the past 20 years all the time, and it's always something very interesting that's happening on the charts, especially lately, because the markets are really unpredictable. But chart is a chart is a chart. It's always showing the same signals. It's always operating the same way. So once again, I thank you for watching my videos. To my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Makes me make more videos. Also, if you do not subscribe to my channel, please do. If not, then just click the like button below the video, and that helps me to get more hits for the video. Once again, thank you for watching, and this is Sasha. Stay safe and have a wonderful evening.